I'm just waiting for you to let me know.
I was in and out 45 minutes.
Wait, what did you do, Kim? You got your your driver's license?
Yeah, I got it changed to the real ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right down the street?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
great. It was busy.
Have you done that?
They're really good up there.
Did you do
Yeah.
that?
No,
I have to do that.
my license is still good, and I usually have I have a passport card and
Yeah.
other doodads to identify.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of the thing because I. Thank you, Jen.
But evidence of false.
Justin, can you turn your volume on?
Okay. Was it my voice?
Right.
It's scary. Can I get anyone is
Shoot, I don't know.
that was the meeting? Excellent. And I talked to.
Yeah. Wait, let me just, okay, yes.
I don't think she'll come.
Allen Street?
No, Warren, 741.
Oh, okay.
Or is that,
No,
what's a vote?
it's a vote.
Oh, maybe she did do it. I'm confusing it with another.
You might be confusing it with, the Allen Street lady.
You're right.
Mhm.
She needs help. I don't know what to do.
Well, Kim, what you had suggested at last meeting was for Kim to just, or have her call Kim.
Got the window?
She's still fussing around with Harringtons and Williams and doesn't know what to
She
do.
doesn't have an installer and she's going to the hardware stores
Oh, she needs some more.
and they're not giving her good guidance.
Yeah.
In terms of measurement. They're proposing quote unquote replacement windows, which are a standard fit that may or may not work for her
Yeah.
unless somebody's there to put the trim in.
Exactly, yeah.
She doesn't have, internet or,
Right, yeah.
so I talked to her on the phone and I thought, oh my God,
Mhm.
this is more than Phil.
Yeah, if you gave her my number last meeting?
I did, she's not, I'm gonna try again.
Or,
She's really pretty, not so organized,
okay.
and I'm 50% positive if she makes a purchase, it's to be
It's
wrong.
gonna be, windows are tricky.
She's not working with a professional installer, she's just going either Williams or Harrington.
Yeah, because the rub opening versus the finish opening, I mean, windows are a pain if you don't know what you're doing, so.
Would you mind talking to
Of
her?
course, yeah, if you, send me your number, give it to me right now, I can call her
Okay,
also, which would be good.
I'll find it when I get home.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid that it's not gonna work.
Yeah, that would be a shame, and then they won't take windows back, so.
Oh, they won't.
I don't believe so, even if they're standard off the shelf, I don't know if they take it back. If you go on Facebook Marketplace, it is flooded with windows.
That's funny.
Yes. I was looking for someone who needs just one window. I was like, maybe with the amount.
Morning. You know, you're lucky I was in a good mood this morning, I was all 3 years. Because I come walking by, and I saw the city truck out there, and after seeing Jeremy Mercury that way, I was gonna come in here and tell them, you know what happened, the air conditioner here for these street. Because it's just like that song, where it's cold and ice.
You can't take the break, don't you? Is that a Fruit Loops?
Please stop.
I know.
This area. Oh, I remember you walked here. No, you know what, because I had, like, last year down there, I said, like, your, you know, beer machine that had a jam. But that, when we go down there, and I'll on the other end, and I work out there.
It's raised.
I will hear it.
You get this.
I was gonna head, I was gonna move that way, I'm coming down. Started walking. Driving, stop, hey, over the mountain, I mean, that, so, you got the lane, trucks in the alley, walking the driveway. So I started walking down, some scratches, bodies, the guy looking at that, really, so he moves it, so I said, scratches, black truck,
Victoria. Everybody's on break.
We're all set.
Okay.
10:03.
It is 10:03, meeting called to order. We have a quorum of 4, which satisfies our quorum requirements with Kim, Paul, Miranda, and Phil.
Do you want to
And we are
roll call?
guided, as always, by the brilliant and thoughtful Jenny. Shall we review the minutes from the previous meeting?
It's always perfect.
True that.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Make that motion.
Paul and Miranda, all in favor of the minutes are approved. Thank you.
You're welcome. First up is a C of A vote for 123 Union Street. That's Walter Chatham's project that faces partition. The way it reads for Victoria, who is absent today, we approve the construction of a new 2-story accessory garage carriage house with an accessory dwelling unit. I guess that's what it's called, pursuant to the specifications submitted to the commission. It's 2-story.
Compliments to Walter for turning that on. It's a great job. The motion to approve.
I make that motion.
Paul and Miranda, all in favor.
Aye.
1, 2, 3, Union is approved.
Thank you. Next up is, on the agenda is 722 Warren Street. And that's a C of A that our attorney Polidoro prepared. That's the internally illuminated hanging sign. That was the flower crown sign. I believe it's 19 inches by 20 or 17 inches by 27,
It's a little one.
little one. And we voted on that 2 weeks ago to approve.
We did do. Do we need a motion to approve? We do. Miranda and Paul, all in favor.
Aye.
722 Warren Street. Next up is 6 Willard Place.
Excuse me, could I just ask a question about the flower crown?
Sure.
I'm fine. Does the CLA have any kind of specification about its location or anything that it's?
It does not. It's the way it reads is an internally illuminated hanging sign pursuant to specifications submitted to the commission. In her CVA app, she indicated that it's a simple straight back bracket that extends out the exact. Do you want me to just show you?
I believe that was an existing bracket, but there's also a sign permit.
Right, no,
Which
it's
is a
not
separate
about
item.
the bracket or the permit.
Yeah.
It's about the discussion that we had about the internally illuminated sign, and we agreed to approve it partially because it was small and simple and
Sure.
on existing bracket and all that, but also because it was located in that section east of the park, where it is compatible with the surrounding building. And I think that's implicit in all of our decisions, but I think it's kind of important to specify it on this one.
On the C of
Is
A.
there any way we could ask Victoria to just?
I don't think, since we're just referring to a statement of fact, which is location, and asserting that that is the fact, then I don't see why we can't put it in.
Would you like me to put it in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
State that it is located, and what did you say, Miranda?
East of the 7th Street Park
Perfect.
and compatible with the surrounding neighborhood, because it would not be so compatible.
Understood.
if We're in another part of
No,
Lawrence.
understood. I think that's a good change, and it's true.
Right, and it's totally consistent with our statute. That's what we're always.
I think that's fine. Thank you. No. No.
Okay.
Good.
So a slight amendation, determination for an internally illuminated hanging sign located east of 7th Street Park, thus compatible with the Warren Street block and pursuant to the specifications submitted to the commission. Is hereby approved.
Perfect.
Okay.
6 Willie?
All right. Next up is 6 Willard Place. And this was for the wrought iron fence on facing the street on that borders either side of the home. He presented a wrought iron fence that was a repro of an existing historic design. And those will be also in the middle with cedar gates and a 6-foot high perimeter fence and a 2-foot topper. So we have wooden fence on on all the sides of the yard. Facing the street, we have wrought iron with cedar gates.
Motion,
I'll make that motion.
Paul and Miranda, all in favor?
Aye.
Steve is approved.
Okay, that's for 6 Willard Place. And last up, we have 741 Warren Street. And this was the modification to the storefront display. That was the young woman who came in. She is opening a wedding gown business. That's actually up there by Rivertown in that same block. And her proposal was deepening the display window, the length of it, and replacing the glass with tempered glass.
I'll make that motion.
And Miranda, all in favor?
Aye.
Steve is approved.
Okay. Next on the agenda, we have 2 continuations, and I know we have the applicant online. Good morning. Ashley, hi.
537 Warren.
Yes. How are you?
Great. How are you guys?
I'm good. We're good. Shall I display or would you like me to, do you want to display your screen or shall I do it?
Whatever is easiest for you. How do you usually do it?
I can display it. That's fine.
Jen, can you recap what were the missing bits
Yeah.
at the time? Because we were looking for some specs that weren't quite there.
Yeah. So now I'm displaying it, Ashley. Do you want to take us through we're missing, we were asking for the HPC approved in theory, and we were asking for specifications of materiality, window specs, etc., door specs. I think lighting, perhaps. I can't remember, but.
Yep.
Do you want to take us through it?
Yeah, absolutely. So our project 537 Warren Street, the last time we had met and discussed it was on March 28th, I believe, a couple weeks ago. So our project is the restoration and renovation of the former Mexican radio at 537 Warren Street, where we want to restore the brick facade as required. We're going to be adding new windows, doors, and siding to the alley side of the building. The front facade, the only thing we are really adding that's different from how it exists today is the cornice above the doors, and we're the one right below that one. Yep. And we're adding new windows and doors into all existing openings. These
And
are
so, mhm.
these are the existing images as we've reviewed at past meetings. The alleyway, trying to clean up a little bit, make it a bit more appealing. These are just images showing the condition of the different areas of the building. As we will be removing the existing metal siding is in pretty rough shape, so we want to ensure that it's aesthetically pleasing for what we're proposing at this new project. For images, these are just our removals, what's being removed. So all existing windows and doors will be removed and new proposed. These are just before and afters. What exists currently, what's proposed for the future. Another view, side, last few is. Here we
So-
have, yes,
Yeah, so what we're looking for is the window, the specifics of the window and the doors and the brands and
Yep.
et cetera.
so these are just the details we discussed at our last meeting. As we continue down through, we'll get to the window and door specifications. These are just the types. So these are the product specifications for the windows we intend to utilize for this project. The brand is Lowen Windows and Doors. It's a very high-end window and door product. They're able to achieve the look we're going for on this project. It's an all-wood window with the exterior will be clad in aluminum. We have a couple different kinds of windows. We have fixed windows, double hung windows, and some casement windows, which on the next page, this is the colors. So I'm here, I believe we are doing the steel matte black color for the exterior. Wood, the interior still to be determined. And then these are the type of windows we'll be using in the project. Picture windows, double hungs, and casement windows. And the last page is the doors, where we will have swinging doors, and I believe at the rear of the building, we have a Dutch door. In regards to lighting, our client is going to have custom lighting made for this project. However, we will be working with them directly, and we can submit to you at the time when we receive shop drawings for whether or not it's historically appropriate. We'll make sure that it is throughout the design, and we intend for it to also be dark sky compliant.
I'm just wondering if we need you to come back on the lighting. What do you?
Yes.
So, I know it's a little bit of a hassle, but we're going to ask that you come back with the actual lighting specs. We're not approving lighting at this time. On mortar, there's, there are all kinds of standards out there. The historic problem, if I can use that term in Hudson, is back in the day when we weren't quite as careful, people were using concrete instead of mortar for starters. It was breaking up the brick. There's standards available everywhere. If you could just refer to that, you will look at the standards which require mortar to be mortar.
Yeah, it's really specific to looking at, what works with the brick type, the ratio of the Portland cement to lime to sand. And your, if you're working with a contractor or builder, they can help. But as Phil said, there are definitely like rules of thumb and stuff you can access.
Mm. Yeah.
And if you have questions, you can always reach out to me too.
Yeah, we were able to get the documentation from the historic website for replanting and repairing brick as necessary. So we intend to follow those standards.
Appreciate it.
And if you want us to submit outline of those standards, we can, since we'll be coming back to the lighting, we might as well just submit that information as a part of our.
I'm not trying to hold you up on the repointing. If you have a reference to the following the standards in the application and we capture that in the C of A, I think that's sufficient. But certainly, if you want to show what you're doing, that would be great. Also, if you want to bring it back with the lighting, terrific.
Absolutely.
So Attorney Polidoro did complete a C of A, left it blank dated. Did we want to And I can read it, and,
Yeah, it's a question of what's included and what's excluded, given that we're excluding now 2 items from the CBA.
okay. So it says attached hereto and hereby incorporated into this certificate of appropriateness determination for the restoration of an existing building, including new windows, removal of exterior corrugated sheet metal, restoration of exterior brick wall, new lighting, and the relocation of doorway pursuant to the specifications submitted to the commission, is hereby approved with the following conditions. The applicant shall submit manufacturer specifications for all windows.
Done.
Done. Any new mortar will be matched to existing mortar in color, composition, substance, joint type, and profile.
It's good.
And the original patina of the brick shall be maintained, and any cleaning that is done shall be non-abrasive and not debride the finish.
I think that could be, if Kim, if you agree, I think that's sufficient, and we'll just have them come back with lighting.
Yes.
Okay, so I will fill out the date today.
And, I think we can vote on that.
Okay, so this will be dated for 25. Okay, I guess my question would be in the top paragraph, she does, Attorney Polidoro did mention new lighting. Shall I just omit the new lighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or indicate, yeah, exactly, it should be excluded.
Oh, okay. Okay, so,
Terrific. With that language, then, may I have a motion to approve the C of A as modified? Kim and Paul, all in favor?
Aye.
Terrific.
okay,
You're approved on everything now except the lighting. And we'll get the C of A to Craig on Monday-ish, and you should be able to get your work permit.
Wonderful.
And you do, the CFA also includes the usual language from where people are removing siding, that if any historic
Yeah,
details.
that's
are
a standard paragraph at the bottom.
That you will come back to us if you need to. I think it's unlikely in this case that it'll happen, but if it does.
and then Ashley, I have on the continuation 538 Union Street, but I don't know that you're ready to speak about that today.
We should have all the information in there. We have the windows and the windows, doors, and the wrought iron railing detail.
Jen, what level of our paperwork is that at? Did
I don't-
Victoria do a draft C of A?
We do not have a C of A yet, so, or I don't have one, so I looked for it this morning. I think that we were holding off until we understood the specific brands. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have that from Attorney Polidoro yet.
Should we go through that additional specification now and vote to approve it or not approve it so that we can get the applicant to C of A for next meeting?
Sure. Ashley, may I just, should I just show the 538 Union Street presentation package?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me just do that. Okay.
Oh, this, I think this might be an old submission. March 28th on it, or the one he sent should be dated April 25th.
Okay. I don't have that. So perhaps, do you have that? Can you share it on, with us on, from your screen? Okay. Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this is our submission packet for 538 Union Street. Um, our project here, we're just repairing the exterior, painting, new windows, doors, the front side, the Union Street side, and this image here shows the Cherry Alley side. These are existing images we have of the building. Right here is, I believe this was from the 50s, this image of the rear of the building. We're able to get this from our units, from our Warren Street pictures. And what we're proposing is we're proposing to add a dormer on the rear here. What makes us believe that it's appropriate is because we believe a dormer was added at the front due to the structure, as you can see the diagonal here. We believe this dormer at the front of the building was added at a later date. These are just before and after images of how the house is existing. Again, we have our removals page, removing windows, removing the current roofing just to replace it new. These are pictures of the exterior and interior as existing. Again, certain areas of the building and their condition. The front entry door and the rear entry door. Some detailing at the front entrance. The cornice detail, the railing detail. And those the same images. Enlarged plans of our removals. It shows the garden. This one. Before and after. The before and after of the Cherry Alleys. For window types and door types, all will be Marvin Elevate with simulated divided lights. So these are our window specifications here. We will be using the black for the exterior, the black for the interior, and the ebony for the exterior. We will be using simulated divided lights for our windows. All will be double hung. And these are the exterior colors we're choosing to use with our asphalt shingles. Our light here, which is sort compliant, as noted. This is our proposed railing detail. It'll just be a raw iron railing that'll be custom fabricated.
So you can fabricate that to the visual that we're looking at?
Correct.
And you said wrought iron?
Yes.
Okay.
There was a note on this application when we spoke to your colleague about restoring the front door, which he believes is existing, is original, and the rear door, which is, he believes is also original.
Yes, I believe that was a part of the scope, so we can certainly update that to reflect.
Thank you.
I do know there's a bit of concern with the front door. As you can see in this image, there's a bit of rot occurring, but we will intend to try to maintain the store.
Can you go back to the before and after of the front facade? I think it's right next to this.
Let me just. We are?
There. I'm just, are you removing the woodwork that's over the tops of the windows?
Don't believe so. Are you referring to this area?
No,
Over each window.
over each window, there's a little
No, I think
woodwork.
right here is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we intend on keeping that. It might be because the colors, but
Oh, I see, it's print, that's what it is, it's the color.
zoom in
Great.
here, we can see it right here.
Yeah, there it is. Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Should we, had we put any part of this or should we begin at the beginning?
My notes were that we,
Hold it off?
well, no, that we were waiting for the specific materials, but now, I mean, obviously, she's provided them, it's Marvin L.
I'm saying it badly. Do we need to refine the application complete then? Given this information?
I think so.
Okay. The motion to find the application complete, Paul and Kim, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to waive the public hearing and ask the city attorney to prepare a CUA. And Paul and Miranda, all in favor? Aye. Unanimous. We will have a CUA to vote on in 2 weeks.
Wonderful.
Did good?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoy the weekend and the nice weather today.
Thank you.
Water.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Okay, next up, we have 10, it's a new application. We have 2 new applications this morning. 10 Union Street. Is there anyone online to speak for 10 Union Street? 10 Union Street. Okay, I do have the C of A, the application, but next up, so that would be a no-show. Next up is 315 Warren Street. Is there anyone online to speak for 315 Warren Street? It's an application for windows. All
Going
right,
once? Jen, no show?
no show.
Any other business? Motion to adjourn.
I make that motion.
Adjourn at 10:31.
Kim and Paul, all in favor? We're adjourned.
I'm sorry.
I just see this clean and skin.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Has everyone gone through the operator?